Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me on my channel once again. I always start with that, not sure why, but I honestly thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Take two. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today once again on my channel. So thank you guys so much for being patient with me for the past few weeks that I haven't posted a video. Yeah, to be honest, a lot of things has happened and I hate when there's no excuse for it, but there's a lot of excuses for it. And the reason why I feel like I need to explain to you guys is because it takes so much to do these videos, and mainly the problem is computer, more technical part of it, not so much me per se, but more like my computer wasn't working, I lost my drive. Right now even my laptop is still in the shop, but you know what, thank God that I'm able to get another computer. This time I got a desktop computer so that I can actually have backups, so that if my laptop, which I've always been using to edit my videos, shut down, I can always turn to a desktop to do it. But that's been solved. I'm sure you guys are noticing different things like my background. I've had to work on my lights. I've had to work on like different lenses. I'm constantly trying to upgrade on my channel, and thank God for that, because you know, I just get bored with it, and if I'm bored with it, I think you guys are bored with it, so therefore we need to change it, and that's what I did. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you hear little pitter-patter feet, Charlie, my daughter's dog, is walking around sniffing. And yeah, so if you hear a little pitter-patter, that's his little claws on the floor. So yeah, I do have a haul for you guys today, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Some of the things I picked up during the VIB sale, some of the things I picked up in the month of October. So you guys are going to get to see some of the things I've picked up. Oh, and before I even get into the haul, because I promised myself that if I do a haul, I would do a giveaway at the same time as well. I don't know, it just makes me feel better about sharing so many things that I've purchased with you guys, because I know that there are a lot of people that can't really afford to buy a lot of the things that I may purchase. So I feel like instead of just coming and showing you guys what I buy, even though I love haul videos for that reason, I just want to always share something when I do post a haul. But during this time I realized that I've hit 10,000, I should say we've hit 10,000 subscribers. Charlie, really Charlie, no, don't do that. Sit. Oh my goodness. Sit. This happens every time I sit down to do a tutorial. This is what happens. If I'm doing a makeup look where noise is not important, no noise. The moment I start talking, everything goes wrong. But anyways, Charlie, sit. What was I saying? Yeah, so I realized that we hit 10,000 subscribers. So with that being said, I think I should just save the giveaway and just make it bigger for the 10,000 subscriber mark. And that's what I plan to do. So you guys stay tuned for that, because I really honestly want to make it special for 10,000. And of course I'll be purchasing all the products to put in this giveaway, so you guys bear with me just a little bit. We have IMATs in Toronto coming up in the next week or so, or just over a week. So I do intend on purchasing a lot of the things from IMATs as well, by God's grace. Yeah, so let's just get into the haul, and that's the reason why I'm just going to postpone the giveaway, but I still wanted to do this haul for you guys. And the first thing I'm going to talk about are foundations. But before I get into the foundations, I did finally pick up a Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. And I've had the little sample size here for a while that I've been working on, and it came in the ambient lighting palette, but I finally went in and picked up a bigger size. This one isn't much bigger. It is the 0.33 fluid ounce, But if you are, say, deeper skin than I am, just use a little bit less and really work it into the skin, because I realized that it tends to have just a slight hint of a white cast to it, so be careful with that. But honestly, it's gotten so much hype and I see why. It's an amazing primer. But I've just been using this one a lot lately. It's once again a skin detexturizer, smoother looking skin, and it just, especially for winter, it's just perfect because it gives me a little bit more slippage, and I feel like my skin is a little bit more hydrated when I use that one as opposed to the Hourglass. Yeah. So for the foundations, I'm going to start with this one that I actually use in the tutorial today. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. The shade that I am in is Bronze 42, and I've always wanted this foundation. I'm not sure why it's taken me so long to get it, and part of the reason is that every time I go to Sephora or my local department store, they've never had my shade, so I've managed to pick it up this time, and Sephora did have it, and I thank God for that because it's an amazing foundation. It's double wear, it stays in place, and it still gives me a comfortable feel. It doesn't feel as matte as my Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation, but it gives me the coverage and the color is perfect. The next one I picked up is this one, and it is the Dior Skin Star Foundation. And oh my goodness, this foundation is getting so much amazing reviews, so I wanted to try it, and this is what it looks like. I did pick up the shade number 50, but as you guys could see, it's just maybe a shade or two darker than I am. So the first time I used it, I've only been able to use it on the perimeters of my face and highlight in the center. I can't use this all over because it's just a little bit too dark, and so yeah, I do have to exchange this color. But if you are, I would say NC 50, maybe the shade 50 would be perfect for you. It's just a slight tad bit darker for me, so I do have to get an exchange for this one. Yeah, what else would I mention? The only thing is that it does have SPF 30 in it, so if you're looking for a foundation that you want to wear from day to night and be taking a lot of pictures, it's probably not the best because it does have a very high SPF. So the Dior Skin Star Foundation is a more dewy, luminous foundation, and even though I am oily skin, I do want something like this in the winter because my skin does tend to feel a little bit drier, and most people are anyways. Their skin tend to get a little bit drier in the winter time, so I do wanted an everyday, more dewy, luminous, hydrating foundation for this time of the year. So I think the Dior Star would be perfect for that. Yes. And I wanted to talk to you guys about is the new Bobbi Brown, the new Bobbi Brown highlighting powder. And I saw Jaclyn Hill. She's just bad for everybody's pocketbook, isn't she? But anyways, I saw her using this a couple weeks ago on her channel, so I definitely took the advantage of this time to purchase it. It is the Bronze Glow highlight powder from Bobbi Brown. This is limited edition, and the great thing about this is that it fits so many different skin tones. Believe me, Jaclyn Hill used it, and of course she's much fairer than I am. I use it, and as you guys could see, it is so beautiful on the skin, and it just gives you like a really gorgeous golden glow. Even though it says bronze glow, it is not so bronze that the fair skin can't wear it, but it has just enough gold in it so that people that is my complexion and even deeper can get away with using it. Not sure how they managed to do that, but I am honestly in love with it. So I really like that one because it's just honestly so versatile, and I'm very big on that. I like when companies think about the fair skin, the ivory skin tones, as well as the really deep chocolate ebony skin tones, and I think that that highlighter, it just spans the range of those complexions. Yes. I'm so not used to filming these videos, but yeah, let's continue. The next thing I wanted to show you guys is this. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamana palette. Oh my goodness. To be honest, when she came out with the Amrezy palette, I liked it, but I wasn't lulled into purchasing it. The Maya Mia, to be honest, I wasn't interested. But when I saw this Tamana palette, I just knew that I had to have it. And to be honest, if you don't have this palette, I recommend it. Highly, 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 highly recommend it, because the shades are so perfect for this time of the year. But you can definitely get away with wearing it in the summertime as well. If this eyeshadow palette is a testament for what we should expect from Anastasia when she releases her individual eyeshadow palette, then we are honestly in for a treat, because the shades in this are so pigmented. And I know that word is thrown out a lot these days, but this stuff blends amazingly and it's so pigmented. This black right here is so intensely black, but it doesn't have much fallout, which is ridiculous. For a black like that, you would expect it to have a lot of fallout, but the shades are honestly gorgeous. And I did use it to create this look, which I have a tutorial for. So you guys should stay tuned for that, and you will see some of the colors that I use from that palette. The next thing I picked up is before the VIB sale, but I'll share it with you guys anyways. It is the Tarte Pinup Girl blush palette, and this is what it looks like. I missed out, or I shouldn't say I missed out, but I forego the palette. I think the one that they released last year is called Off the Cuff, in favor of the NARS Guy Bourdain blush palette. So this year I really wanted to pick this one up, and I forego the the NARS contour and blush palette that she released for, or I should say he released for the winter or the Christmas season, or the holiday season I should say, in favor of this one. And it's gorgeous. The blushes are pretty, but it's nothing to honestly write home about. That's my honest opinion. I don't know what this shade is for. It sort of like is a mauve-y shade, but it's really, really shimmery. When you swatch it, it does kind of look kind of pinky. But then you have this really pinky shade right here at the end, and this really gorgeous, you know, peachy shade right there that is on this finger. I just don't know what this is supposed to be. I guess if you're extremely fair skin tone and you're looking for something that's just going to warm up your skin, you can go with that. But it doesn't really show up. And I'll swatch this pink shade for you guys, which a lot of people are into pink blushes. I'm just not one of them. So I'm not really gonna get much use out of, you know, a few of these. But the other thing is the packaging. It's just so bulky and just so unattractive. I honestly think it looks so dated. Whatever. Yeah, Pinup Girl palette, okay, not a must-have. The next thing I picked up as well was from Tarte, and it is it looks like this, for one. And I think it's called the Bon Voyage. Is that how you say that? Bon Voyage? Bon Voyage. It's the Tarte Bon Voyage palette. And it looks like this. It comes with a eyeshadow palette that's right here and some little bits down there. But why I actually purchased this was for the eyeshadows, and this is what it looks like. This palette is, to be honest, I would pay the full price just to get this palette. It comes with 20 eyeshadows, and out of the 20 eyeshadows, 12 of them are matte and 8 are shimmers. And that's why I love it, because it has so many matte shades. They're deeper, light shades, gray shades, you know, warmer shades, deeper mauve purple shades. It just has so many different types of deep matte shades that I think this is a palette that I will definitely be reaching for a lot. And of course, as I said, it does come with a bottom piece right there, and that is the lip tint, a lip gloss, the Lights Camera Lashes mascara, a cheek stain, a maracuja oil, and a powder. It's the Tarte Tarte Smooth Operator Powder. So yeah, and of course it has this little bag that you can also, you know, pack with makeup as well once you take all the stuff out of it. So the next thing I did pick up is the Urban Decay Vice palette. I think this is the third one. And last year I kicked myself for not purchasing the Vice palette until after it. I kicked myself for not purchasing it, and I did end up getting it after it was totally sold out on Sephora, on eBay. And honestly, you guys do not want to know how much I paid for it, because I probably could have purchased two for the price of the one that I bought it for. But it's one of those things, after it was sold out, I realized that, you know what, it was a pretty good palette. But anyways, I didn't want this year to pass me by. And actually, when I saw this baby, I was in love. It's just so pretty. I mean, look at this shade right there called Sonic, and this pretty green shade right there called Dragon. There are some amazing nude shades on both sides, as well as a gamut of colored shades in the center. And to be honest, this is a palette that if you are new to makeup, or you just are looking for that one-all palette that's just going to give you everything, this is perfect for that, because you do have, you know, a decent amount of matte to shimmer shades, but you have some colors and you have some nudes as well. So you can create so many looks with that. It does come in a really beautiful packaging, which I honestly love. I love this palette so much. And I hate using that word love for stuff like this, but I honestly like it quite a bit. The other things I did pick up were some fragrances. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but it's one of those things that I love. I love fragrances. So I didn't want this sale to end without me purchasing a few, or I should say a couple. The first one is this. It is the Dolce fragrance by Dolce & Gabbana, and it looks like this. And at first I actually received a sample of this one, and that's why I wanted to get it, because when it first came out in the summertime, you know, I see the packaging, it's pretty, and I actually buy a lot of fragrances. The packaging on fragrances is a huge deal for me. But I really liked this one, and apparently this one is a Sicilian thing, Italian bloom. This one is represents the bow tie that Dolce & Gabbana, it's like their signature look. And the Dolce, how it's written, I think it's Dolce's father's signature. That's how it looks. This fragrance is absolutely amazing. The only thing is that it's so expensive. And I realized that it's actually an eau de perfume, which is different from eau de toilette, which is what this one is. This one is Prada Floral, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But this one it has some ingredients in it as well that they said it's the first time it's ever been used in a perfume. So it's really strong, meaning it will stay on your skin pretty much all day. Even after you shower, you know, probably still smell it. But it's one of those things that you just need the slightest bit, and it's a unique smell. If you are looking for a signature scent and you like floral but still a strong floral scent, then this one is going to give you that. It's very feminine, but a strong feminine, I should say, not strong floral, because the floral notes are there. It's just not as overpowering as this one is. And I love overpowering floral smells. I actually prefer floral over any other fragrance because I love feminine scents. I just like them very feminine, very girly, and I also like them very strong and sometimes even masculine as well. But this one is that signature floral bouquet of scents type of fragrance. I absolutely love the Prada Candy fragrance line. I do have one up there, the original one, but when I saw this one, I knew that I really honestly had to have it. It's light, it's refreshing, but as I said, if you don't like a strong floral scent, you're probably not going to love this one. This is definitely a fragrance that if you are a 9-to-5 girl and you want to spritz a little something on in the morning that is going to make you, you know, smell really delicate but yet strong, have a really nice odor but not overpowering, this is perfect. This is something that, you know, it's a date night fragrance, and this is definitely how I would wear this, even though I would wear these day or night. But this is definitely a, you know, little black dress, high heels, flirtatious, you know, girly type of scent, where this one is a little bit more serious. Okay, yeah, the other thing I wanted to show you guys is this, and it is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipsticks set. And I was really excited about purchasing this because I don't have any of the Kat Von D lipsticks, so I've heard good and bad things about them. And if you are one of those people that don't want to invest too much in maybe a full size of something, this is perfect. Because another thing is that this is giving me colors that I probably wouldn't have purchased otherwise. So there are 9 shades of lipsticks in it, which runs the gamut from nudes to purple to reds to deep, really deep burgundy shades. So you do get a nice selection of shades in there. But I'll just show you a couple of my favorite. It's this gorgeous pinky red shade that looks like that, and the shades are very, very pigmented, to be honest, and some of them are hit and miss, but you can definitely, you know, play with these. The other one is called Lovecraft, and I'll swatch that right beside Motorhead. Once again, guys, Charlie is barking upstairs. Let's see if I can find another one that is my favorite in here. As I said, there are 9 shades. I'll swatch this one for you guys. It's called Hexagram, and it's just a really nice deep red. That one is really pretty. And as you guys are seeing, these are going on really intense. This one is called Sexer. It's a really nice pink shade. This one is interesting. It's called Adora. It's not one that I would buy. It's an orangey red, but it does have some shimmer to it as well. There is, you know, this purple shade here called Wonder Child, which, to be honest, is just like this shade right here. It's shimmery, but it doesn't have a really nice uniform color. It does go on a bit patchy. I did also pick up another of the Kat Von D lipsticks, and I'll just show you guys a comparison of the two. So this is from the palette, of course, the miniature, and this is the full-size version. And the shade that I picked up is Lolita. I knew that I wanted this color, but I went between the liquid lipstick or the lipstick form, and I just ended up going with the lipstick form. And that is what Lolita looks like. And I think that's it for the haul, guys. Thank you so much for watching. There are a couple things here that I do want to do a review of, so you guys can stay tuned for that. And if you want to see this look, it is upcoming. I did create this look using a lot of the products from this haul. Yeah, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and thank you to all my new subscribers. And if you guys want any other reviews or of any of these things, also let me know and I will get to that. So that's it. See you guys. Bye bye.